Hello, my name is Guillaume. I'm here at NAMM 2019 at the Boutique Amp Distribution booth, and I have the immense pleasure to be talking with Mr. Peter Arends and Mr. Bruce Signator, both gentlemen responsible for Synergy and these modules over here. How are you guys doing?
Thank you, I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. We have pretty good here and...
Very good here.
Very good here. All right, I'll ask you then. So, for the people who might not know yet what Synergy is, can one of you gentlemen sum that up for me?
Well, I think Synergy is basically what it says. It's a synergy of different designers, different brand names out of our industry. Guys with a high reputation in the market like Dave Friedman, Joe Morgan, Steve Fryette. We got the Engl guys from Germany, Peter Diesel from Germany, Mike Soldano for sure, George Mitropoulos.
It's quite a list.
If I forgot one, I hope you forbid. I hope you
will forgive.
You will forgive.
Because right, how does it work?
With the system.
This is a concept I came up with, I don't know, 12 years ago probably, and it's been through a few different iterations over the years. We had the Egnator brand long ago where we just handmade these things in our little shop in Detroit. We also licensed it to Randall, and they had a whole line of very similar but their own things, so they licensed that plug-in technology thing, and now it's come around where we're all involved again, but it's different. Like Peter said, now it's not our interpretation of somebody's stuff, it's the guy. When Dave Friedman draws a schematic on a piece of paper, and the way this works is the guys, the amp guy, gives us a schematic and a sound, tells us what they want. I turn it into a module, and then Peter fine-tunes it at the end, and it kind of goes around the circle a number of times. He corrects my mistakes and all that kind of stuff. And by the time we're done going through the group of people, it's fine-tuned, and it's what the original designer guy, whether it's Friedman or Morgan, whoever, that's what they wanted, and that's what they end up with.
Yeah, so definitely the last approval is by the original designer, unless it's not a Synergy module, because we do modules also under the Synergy brand itself. But other than that, the original designer is the guy who approves it in the end, for sure, because it needs to have his blessing.
Yeah. You see, that's kind of amazing to me, because I don't see any other kind of market where people that are technically competitors. You guys are all making amplification, and you're all making great amplification, but I don't see any other market where all these people would come together to create something, and like to come up with such a great idea and design behind it. It's really cool. I really enjoy that.
Right.
Okay, so like they're all racked at the moment. That looks kind of massive, really impressive. Knobs everywhere, some EQ going on,
yeah.
And but like for the consumer, the person looking at the video and wondering, how do I use that? How do she uses that?
Well, what you would get if you were to walk into the store and buy it, there's a whole line of stuff. It's not in here, it's out there, but there are the heads. There's a 30-watt head with one module and a built-in clean channel, so you get both, and you foot switch between them, which is a really cool gadget. And then there's a 2-module 50-watt amp. Just looks like an amp. The only difference between the Synergy amps and any other amp in the world is you can unplug the channel, and you can have a Bogner or a Soldano. You can make it be whatever you want by simply plugging in the module. This is the other unit you have. You asked what would a player do? What does he get when he buys one of these things? This one was what Peter was talking about. This is called a Syn 1. But what this is a single module, self-contained preamp. You don't plug it into a speaker.
Okay.
So with this, you can plug this into a power amp, go play. You can plug it into the effects loop of your head and use that as a power amp. You can record with all the different connections on the back. There's direct outs, there's a DI out with a cabinet filter. The coolest thing about it, though, is what Peter was mentioning. You can take this or the Syn 2 and actually add this channel to any amp with an effects loop. So if you have an amp with an effects loop with a few different cables, you plug it in and you actually can foot switch between the amp as if nothing else is connected, and you can switch over to this and have this be your amp, your preamp, and switch back. Yeah, yeah.
That's brilliant.
It's kind of the coolest thing ever, I think.
It really. Because like I've seen these amps before, and I've seen the head versions and everything, and it's a brilliant design. But like knowing that you can use any of these preamp into your own rig, already existing rig, that's really cool.
Yeah, and the Syn 2 has all that same stuff.
2 modules.
With 2 modules instead of 1.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you so much for your time. I don't want to take. It's really busy out there.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck with the rest of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Guillaume.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure was all mine. Thank you very much for watching, guys. This was Peter Arends and Bruce Ignata. We're at NAMM 2019. Be good to one another, and I'll see you very soon.
Thank you, guys.